Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Mindfulness Moments. I'm going to randomly choose a card, read it, and then speak about it. Big brother, big sister. The good must take care of the evil, as a big brother takes care of his little brother, or as a big sister takes care of her little sister, with a great deal of tenderness, in a spirit of non-duality, knowing that there is a lot of peace in you already. Shall I read that again? The good must take care of the evil, as a big brother takes care of his little brother, or a big sister takes care of her little sister, with a great deal of tenderness, in a spirit of non-duality, knowing that there is a lot of peace in you already. Knowing that there's a lot of peace in you already takes a lot of trust. Takes a lot of trust in your inherent nature to choose love over fear, non-duality. This is a big term in Buddhism. Not two, not one is a very big Zen phrase. But non-duality is about not seeing a separate self. So in the act of caring for your younger brother or your younger sister, you're actually caring for yourself. You see that there's no separation between you and them. Many religions talk about brothers and sisters in the bigger sense. Some languages use it. Some slang languages use brother, cuz, uncle. Even for people who aren't family. However, we see them as family, and that's why we use those terms for them. So if you can care for your anger, if you can care for any sort of, I don't want to say negative emotion, I want to switch it to heavy emotions. I feel that our lighter, happier emotions tend to be like a helium balloon. When they come, after you experience it, it just goes all the way up to the sky, and you kind of forget about them. Where our heavier emotions, like pain, anger, stress, fear, sometimes you let that helium balloon in your room and you see it hanging in the corner, it's up at the ceiling, and then as it loses its helium, it starts to come down, and it's still there. It's still hanging out in your room, still in the corner. And part of you may look at that balloon and think, wow, it was such a fun little thing. Now what do I do with it? It's still hanging around. Do I throw it away? What do I do with it? And I think these are how our heavier emotions stick around. And that's why we're bothered by them, because they're heavy. And they're tied to our DNA, they're tied to our survival. But to live together peacefully, to live together in harmony, we want to grasp onto those higher vibrations, those higher energies, and spread that love, spread that joy, because it is inside of us. Although we have these survival techniques, these survival emotions of fight or flight, we do deep down want to get along with people. Excuse me. We very much value community. And part of our practice of taking care of our anger, taking care of our emotions as if it were a younger brother or sister. This is interesting because sometimes we will care for others, we'll do more for others than we actually will do for ourselves. We try to compensate for that pain, for that sorrow, for that feeling of separation. And we will help others, hoping that their validation is going to fulfill that void in us. But that's also fleeting. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to nurture that child. We need to take care of that younger brother, younger sister that's inside of all of us. And when we care for that, and we see that there's non-duality, that there's no separation, that you and I are one, you and I have all the same seeds to do great things or do harmful things, and it's just which ones we try to water, which ones we give attention to the most, which ones we water the most. So if we can work together, one step at a time, one breath at a time, we can live in peace, we can live in harmony. We can do this. So, thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment below, share with friends. And if you'd like to see or have specific questions, please put them in the comments. I'll address them.